Today I'm heading to Vaxholm, the largest town in the Swedish Archipelago. Famous for its marina, its boat and its summer vibes. And of course its fortress. But is it worth it to go there? Today we'll find out. Join me. What we need to do now is to catch a ferry. There are ferries that take us directly to the island. It should take maybe 1 hour. And I think they should be right here. So let's go and find our spot where the boat is going. Fortunately, it seems like they're not going so often. Like once an hour or so. So I just missed it. So we have to spend another hour here just walking around and waiting for the boat to arrive. But the good news is that the boat doesn't cost me anything actually, because I have a monthly card for the public transport here. So I can use it without paying an extra fee. So either you have like an extra ticket or normal ticket, it works, or you have a monthly card. Some nice boats here. But there's just one particular line that goes to Vaxholm. And it's called Vaxholms bolaget. Here on the side here you find a National Museum actually. There's a lot of museums here. Previously we passed the Grand Hotel and here is the National Museum. Some kind of artwork, I don't know. What's this? Oh, it's very sunny here, but I think you should see it. There's some kind of artwork. I don't know what it's supposed to represent, but it's quite unique. And on this side you see the castle, the old Swedish castle in the old city. So you have the old city on this side. Basically you can get anywhere in the Stockholm Archipelago from here. There are so many boats taking you to any island you can think of. And I think you should actually, if you come here in the summer. It's a beautiful time. So use this as a starting point to explore Sweden in the summer. And there we go. On this side you can see some of the old city actually. So even this boat, they work as a way to do some sightseeing also. And look at this cruise ship, it's so big. These cruise ships goes to the Baltics and to Finland and to other islands, but I will have to save it to another day. That's a nice spot to have your house, just outside of the ferry station, close to the water. Quite amazing actually. Okay, let's take a look at the boat from inside. Okay, here is the entrance. You buy the tickets. They have a cafe here also. one stair down. This side is the bathroom also. We need to go to the bathroom. Let's see how the cafe looks like. Buy some sausages. You can buy the usual things here. Drinks, chips, some snacks, ice cream. Looks nice and cozy. Some views from the inside. Here's actually a model of the boat. You can see what kind of boat they have. I think this is the one we use at the moment. 2012 model. Some view from the back. There's some great waves here. Also we are heading closer and closer. Should be there in about 16 minutes. Slowly getting there. Stay tuned. So here we are, Vaxholm. The first site here is actually the old hotel, Vaxholm Hotel. So if you're going to stay here sometime, you're probably going to stay here. It's a very old school hotel. It's quite beautiful actually. And I think they have some kind of cafeteria here. Especially like the timber that you see here in the hotel. So I don't know how long this hotel has been here, but I think it's quite old actually. As you can see, the impression you get here is that we come to a small city basically, a small town. And I think that is what makes the coziness of Vaxholm so popular among visitors. That it's close to the water and has this kind of small city feeling with old small houses. Just like these ones we can see here. It's a cafeteria or a restaurant. You can see in the house also that it's an old house. I don't think they have changed the houses here very much. Mostly old wooden houses, which make the city quite unique. I think this is the main street actually. You can see that they have some normal shops here also for the people that actually lives here. So I wanted to show you a little bit about the architecture here since we're here. That many of the houses, they are kind of wooden houses, 19th century style. They're very picturesque actually, and they don't really build houses like this much anymore. So when you come here you see these houses that really stands out. Now you have all these fences, so it might be a little bit hard to actually see how they look from the inside. Well, let's see if we can get a closer look here. And here's another one. Yeah, it looks like you almost went back in time. You're back in the early 20th century. Very idyllic kind of houses. Here is a small cafe. Very beautiful. Well, let's go and explore something else. I want to get closer to the water. So let's see if we can do this from here. Okay, I can see the water from here. It's a little harbor here with 2 boats. Get some nice views. Oh, let's look at this. It's taken from a fairy tale almost. So obviously the most famous site here in Vaxholm is the citadel. And if it looks familiar to you, it actually is, because it appeared in the film Pippi Longstocking. And then it was used as a prison. But it sits on an own island, so you have to take another ferry to get there. Actually, this didn't cost me anything extra. I'm using the same ticket, so that's a quite good thing.
Då blir nästa brygga klassstället.
So here we are. There's a museum here. It's a bed and breakfast. Oh, there's some things to do. Let's walk around and see. Let's see if we can just walk in here. Or there's some kind of fee or something to get into the museum. Otherwise I just walk around to get an idea how it looks like. It does look a bit like it has been a kind of dungeon or prison or something in the past. So I can understand why they decided to film the Pippi Longstocking movie in this location. Okay, let's see what you have here. Some cannons here. I don't think they've been used for a while. From this direction we can see back at Vaxholm, the city or town. And all the ferries coming and going from Stockholm to Vaxholm. Picturesque small houses. It's a quite impressive sight. Let's see what we have here. Here's the museum. I don't think we'll go to the museum today. We'll just take a walk around. But this looks nice. Look at that. The seagull nest on the weapon. That's how long time ago they used it probably. Big bomb. Some kind of harbor magazine here. Don't know if it's used anymore. Looks closed. So that was the fortress of Vaxholm. I think it was quite nice to come here because I've never been here before. So if you like this as much as I do, please drop a like so I can continue making videos like this. Okay, let's just wait for the boat to come back. And you can see here they even have a small house you can sit while you wait for the boat that I think comes every 20 minutes. Okay, it's the old Swedish king actually, and some old photos of the fortress. And some books also if you want to read. Alright, let's just wait so we can get back and have something to eat. So, I ordered some fried herring, mashed potato and lingonberry. Very typical Swedish dish for the summer. So, unless you want to try meatballs, try something with fish. That's my recommendation. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Perfect. This is just how it should be. So this restaurant experience did not come cheap, but I think it's worth coming here if you want an authentic Swedish experience in the Archipelago. It's a very typical Swedish food and the atmosphere is great, so it was worth it, I think. So, should you come to Vaxholm or not? I think it's quite cool to come here actually. You get the marina, the cozy streets, the old-time architecture and the fortress. And you get all those boat rides also that actually are for free if you have a card or a ticket. So it's a way to see something different if you're in Stockholm. And of course, the food is also not bad. You can get something typical for Sweden or Swedish food in many of the restaurants here because they're very old school. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And until then, see you at the next time.